Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alana Palmer and I am the founder of Konenki Skincare and Generations Beauty. Thank you so much for watching today. I want to start with something I hear all the time. A woman will tell me, I've tried everything. And when I ask her what that means, it's usually a long list. For example, a 10-step system she bought because the reviews were amazing, or a product her daughter loves. Maybe it's something she saw on TikTok or Instagram, a stronger retinol, an exfoliating toner. But then she stopped using them because her skin reacted, or nothing at all happened, or it was just too much to keep up with. And she ends up feeling like her skin just won't cooperate anymore, or that skincare just simply isn't made for her anymore. If that sounds like you are in good company. And I have some simple strategies you can implement today. And if this sounds like you, part of the problem is that you're trying to make your skin respond to a system that wasn't designed for this stage of life. Because the biggest change in midlife skin, it isn't aging, it's unpredictability, usually as a result of hormone changes. Okay, want to learn more and where to start? Let's dive in. In your 20s and 30s, skin is incredibly forgiving. You can skip routines, try random products, switch constantly, and your skin still bounces back. It doesn't overreact. But that changes. As our hormones shift, our natural oil production drops, which leaves our skin feeling dry. Skin cell turnover and healing slows down. So any irritation or skin sensitivities, they feel bigger and they tend to last longer. Plus, our skin can start to look a little bit dull. Collagen renewal also takes longer and what we have starts to break down. So it's like a double whammy. Also, our skin barrier becomes easier to disrupt. So the same products you used for years suddenly don't give the same results. And most women respond in the most logical way possible, as we do, and they think, if it stopped working, I need something stronger. So they add acids, they add more actives, or they adopt a complicated routine with several steps. But here's the problem with all of those. Midlife skin doesn't struggle because it needs intensity. It struggles because it needs stability and consistency. And most routines accidentally remove that. So let's talk about the cycle that women get stuck in. What I see happen over and over in this cycle is women start out with hope and excitement for potentially big results from a new product or system. But then they have some irritation, which leads to confusion, and then restarting, often with something different all over again. A new product feels promising, but when our skin reacts or doesn't change fast enough, we often look to another product to replace it. But skin cells take weeks, sometimes months, to fully respond. So every time you switch products, you interrupt the process before progress even has time to appear. It's not that nothing is working, it's that nothing's being used long enough to work. I love to get into the science behind skincare, so let's look at what science tells us. Dermatology research actually supports something really simple. Skin improves more from consistent signals than super powerful or intense ones. We see this with retinoids. Lower strengths used regularly can give comparable long-term results with less irritation. We see it with cleansing. Gentle cleansers protect our skin barrier function, while harsh cleansers delay improvement. And we see it with sunscreen. Daily use changes aging outcomes dramatically over time. We see it with moisturizers as well. Regular application of a moisturizer improves hydration and resilience of your skin, even when the formulas are relatively simple. The pattern is clear. Skin adapts to what it experiences repeatedly. Not occasionally, not super intensely for a moment, but repeatedly. If you believe bigger is better, the next part I'm going to talk about is for you. We're going to touch on why complex routines actually fail in real life. The problem with complicated skincare isn't just irritation, it's sustainability. A routine that only works when life is easy and everything's going well simply won't work because real life is busy and tiring. And when a routine requires motivation or a pep talk to get it done every day, you eventually stop doing it. Not because you're lazy, but because the routine is just simply too much. The most effective skincare routine is the one you'll be doing in 3, 6, 12 months from now. So let's get into the approach that does work. Instead of chasing complicated routines, my suggestion is to shift to repeatable ones. Think of your routine as giving your skin daily instructions. So in the morning, we want to cleanse our skin. We want to treat it, we want to moisturize, and we want to protect with a sunscreen. In the evening, we want to cleanse, we want to treat it, we want to moisturize and restore. You don't need rotating actives every night. You don't need 5 serums layered one on top of the other. Your skin will benefit from the same helpful signals over and over so that it can respond. When you do that, you will start to see some changes fairly soon. Subtle changes like less irritation and redness and more comfort happen right away. Then in time, you'll see brightness, smoother texture. Then the lines start to soften. Skincare is a long game, and tracking your changes will help you see the small wins over time. It's important to note that time matters. Skin cell turnover in midlife can take 2 months or often longer. So expecting improvements in a week or 2 is unrealistic, and it's often what leads to constant switching of products. I tell my clients, don't judge a routine before at least 1 full skin cycle, so 3 months. Otherwise, you really don't have a good idea of what the product is or isn't doing. So let's wrap all of this up. I just want to say, if your skincare has felt frustrating and you feel like nothing is working, it may not be your skin. It may just be that you haven't had the chance to stay with something long enough to see what it can do. Our skin thrives on familiarity and consistency. When you give it steady care instead of constant changes, it finally has the conditions it needs to improve. And that's usually when women notice, for the first time in years, their skin becoming predictable again. If you relate to anything in this, please tell me below in the comments. What's been the most frustrating part of skincare for you lately? And if you want guidance that works with real life, not against it, please subscribe. I share realistic skincare advice for changing skin. You can also check out the Facebook group, the Beauty and Wellness Hub. I'll link it below. It's a community of women sharing midlife skincare tips and woes. Also feel free to subscribe to our bi-weekly newsletter. I will link it below. Thank you so much for watching. Please send me any questions and I will respond as soon as I can. Thanks everyone. Bye for now.